What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today I want to talk about a couple of lights from Olight. First, I want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate all your support. It goes to ammunition and guns. You really help keep the channel moving since YouTube has demonetized most of gun content. I also want to mention ammo.com. They're a longtime supporter of the channel. I leave a link in the description below for $20 off any order of 200 bucks or more. So first, I want to do a review on two of these lights that Olight sent me, and then I actually want to cover a little bit of the controversy that Olight has been in lately. So the first light I want to talk about is this little guy right here. This is the MLT Raider Plus. This is a newer light from them, and they sent me this recently to review. And it is one of my favorite little EDC lights I've tried. I've actually been using this lately instead of my Surefire G2X, I think it is, because this one's a little bit slimmer and a little bit lighter, and it's has more lumens than my Surefire does. Also, if I lose this one, I'm not out too much. I think the Surefire G2X is still around $60 to $80. It's one of the more budget-minded lights from Surefire, but this one's even more so than that. This one brand new is around 40 bucks. It is powered by one CR123A battery, which are pretty easy to get, pretty easy to find. I think these are actually rechargeable also if you want to buy the switch. I don't think it came with it. I could be wrong about that, but most Olight lights are actually rechargeable, which is pretty cool. Even this light down here I'm about to show you actually comes with a pretty cool charging port that you can put on your wall. It has a tail switch, which I'm a huge fan of. If I had to pick one switch on a light, it would be this, because if you're looking for it in your pocket, you're trying to find it while the lights are off, or let's say you drop something and you're looking for it, it's easy to find the tail switch, because either it's the bezel, which feels weird, and even in pitch black you can tell that's not the switch, or it's the other end, and in which case it works very well. The beam distance on this guy is 100 yards, but I think I could push it a little bit further than that. That's just what's recommended on their website. When I tried it, all the targets were easily visible at about 75 to 100, and obviously I'll show the beam on my range here at night from a distance of, I think I started at 10, then I went to 25, then I went to 50, and then I went to 75. The first one here, 10 yards, 10 yards in the rain. It's not too bad. About 50 yards here. So aside from being a little bit smaller and a little bit more portable and a little bit slimmer than the Surefire that I was using, it is also more powerful, which I like, and it's also super lightweight. This whole light right here is only 2 ounces. It's crazy light. So I'm not sure if that's with the clip or without, but even the clip, I'm a big fan of it as well. It sits very low in your pocket, so you can only see a little bit of it, but it's still fairly easy to grab. I really like the clip design on this light also. I think it is waterproof, but as far as Olight goes, these are more of a budget-oriented light, so I probably wouldn't put it through a same torture test as something I would like, let's say, a Surefire. That's kind of one of the downsides of these more budget lights. They're good on your wallet, but they aren't necessarily as reliable. Now, in my experience, Olights have been as reliable as Surefire, but I think overall that's just a small sample size, and I think if it were me and I was going to like Afghanistan or Iraq, I probably would spend the extra money and get a Surefire. But for the average person, especially somebody like me, for almost every use I can think of, I've dropped these. I've used even the handheld lights. I've used them right next to guns. They're weapon lights. I've shot them. Now, as far as the settings go, this one only has 2. It's very simple, stupid, and I like that because sometimes I can be kind of dumb. So I like the fact that it has a 500 lumen light, and I like the fact that it has a moonlight setting. You can barely see it right there. But mostly, I mean, the one that you press every single time you turn the light on is going to be 500 lumens. I'm a big fan of that. Easy to use. Sometimes it can be a little over bright for utility tasks, but for the most part, it's really good for almost everything I use it for. Now we'll get into the big brother of this guy, and this guy's actually on sale tomorrow, which is what I wanted to talk about. This is the Olight Seeker 2. If you can read, you can see it right there. And this doesn't have a tail cap switch like I really prefer, but on this big of a light I understand. It's actually got this little switch right here, which does have an illuminated dial to tell you what setting you're on and how much battery you have left. So that's pretty cool. You can see here I don't have a whole lot of battery left, and I'm on setting 2 because I tested this out. So I ran it for, I don't remember how long. But this particular light here actually comes with, get the box and stuff. It actually comes with this charging port here that you put into just your phone charger, and you can screw this to the wall if you want, or you can set it there, and it's just magnetic and it sits right there. You can hang it upside down, you can hang it however you want, and it recharges your light without having to spend more in batteries, which is awesome. Now this light has all the lumens. I was really surprised at how powerful this light was. This has 3200 lumens at its max setting, or 15,600 candela. The beam distance is around 300 yards. I think it's like 200 meters, but I could actually see about 300 yards in my backyard, which is pretty impressive. Now that's on the turbo mode. All right, we'll cycle through the modes here. This is high. We're at 10 yards. Low. So it's pretty visible even at 10. Medium. We're backing up a little bit here at about 20 yards. Then we got turbo mode. Or maybe we were on turbo mode. Now we got high, 25 yards. It's turbo mode. Pretty ridiculous, I have to say. Now we're out at 50 here. This is high. See the rain coming in. It's a nice night tonight. That's turbo. I'm not sure if I've ever reviewed a brighter light than this. So it's got 4 or 5 settings. Let's go through them here. So you hold them and they go through the settings, and then when you get to your highest setting, you can double click it and get even higher, and that's your 3200 lumens there, and that is pretty insane.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, Lily. It's hard to...
Well, they sound like they're... Shut up, Lily. They sound like they're a mile up on that hill.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering if I could see eyes. I see eyes.
Oh, I hear them.
Yeah, I hear them too.
The camera's having trouble focusing, sorry.
Oh, I won't move. But you really can see about 300 yards out there. Now this light is a little bit bigger, but it is also waterproof. This is around 7 ounces, but understandably considering that it is extremely powerful, and it's 5 times more powerful than the small one I showed you. Now for me, this is more of a utility light, like something I would keep in my truck, which coincidentally is what it's doing. But this is something more I would carry around, like an everyday carry type of light, whereas this I think is just a little bit too big for that. But if you're a security guard, let's say, or you're a law enforcement officer, I think this would be an awesome little light, so you don't have to carry those gigantic mag lights from the 90s. You can carry this tiny little thing, and you can really defeat the shit out of somebody with some light. So if you have somebody you think's doing something nefarious, and you hit them with 2600 lumens, or 3200 lumens, I'm sorry, it will blow the doors off. They're not going to be able to function, not going to be able to see. Sage Dynamics actually has a great video about defeating people with light, if you want to go check it out. And it really allows you to make maneuvers and do things without them being able to see you, while you can see them perfectly all the time. We've caught a wild Australian Shepherd.
I hear the fucking coyotes, though.
I do too.
They're serious.
The specs here, I'm going to have to read these off really quick. On level 1, the lumens are 3200 at about 2 to 130 minutes, whatever that means. And the runtime on level 2, 1200 lumens, about 110 minutes or so. And then level 3 is at 300 lumens, you're still getting 9 hours. And of course at level 4 and 5, you get more and more and more, all the way down to level 5 where it has 12 days of runtime. Also has a strobe feature, which I've never personally used, but then again, I'm not a super commando either. So if you want that, if you want to look like Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, you can use that as well.
And here's a different use for the Olight, everybody. We are searching for coyotes. Because I am a weenie. That's Oliver. I don't see any.
Yeah, Oliver, our fearless rat terrier.
Also, I'm probably not holding this very well, but it is what it is. Coyote hunting.
Here, get me on video with it. You can hold it just like that. Rip them off. Oh, look at that. Yeah, buddy. I don't know why everybody doesn't know the sounds here. Get at least one. Get a 9mm too. They're so much fun. Now I am doing the flash sale for Olight, and I want to talk about why, and then I want to cover some of the controversy about Olight that I think maybe just people in the gun community know. But if you're a follower of like Yankee Marshall, if you're a follower of a couple other people, you'll know that recently Iraq Veteran has gotten some controversy with Olight and another company that markets t-shirts for like the military arms channel stuff. I forget the name off the top of my head. I actually listened to the podcast and I should know, but I have a horrible memory. Maybe I got hit in the head too much when I was a kid. But I wanted to mention the first, these are going to be on sale tomorrow for 40% off. And Olight, actually, without my knowledge, even created an affiliate link for me. I've never had an affiliate link for any company because I honestly don't do reviews to make money, and that's what I want to get into. Some people do reviews to make money, and I don't know if this is true. I've never met the guy from Iraq Veteran. I've never met Eric, I believe his name, Eric and Chad. I've never met them. And I don't know their character. I don't know. The only person I've ever talked to is Yankee Marshall and Tim from the Military Arms Channel. And some people do reviews to make money and some people don't. And my reviews are supposed to be about giving you quality products. So the reason why I'm doing an Olight review and the reason why I'm doing a flash sale is because I really like these products. I've gotten 6 Olights from Olight. I've gotten 6 different flashlights, I think, and I like these flashlights. I think they're good for the price, really good for the price. I think most people are not going to buy $300 Surefire light, and I think most people don't need to throw it up in the air and hit it with a bat and still want it to work. And maybe these will work, maybe they won't. Maybe we'll do that test someday. I've thrown these 20 or 30 yards into like dirt mounds and stuff. I've left them outside. I've used these as utility lights, not these particular two, but Olight as a brand, and they've all worked very well. And they're willing to send me lights so I can test them, which is saying something considering that I have been pretty well known in the past for bashing brands just because I thought they were poor quality and because I think self-defense stuff matters a lot. I think that if you sell somebody a gun and you advertise that it works perfectly and it doesn't, you can get somebody killed. And maybe a light's a little bit less dramatic than that, but still in the same token, if you buy a light from especially a reviewer who says it's really good and it turns out that product is shit and that reviewer knew it was shit, that's a big problem for me ethically and morally. Like I said, I don't make a lot of money on this channel. I've sacrificed a lot of money on this channel to stay independent and to not have strings attached. And Iraq Veteran, if what they say is true, supposedly got paid $20-some thousand for like 6 reviews for Olight. I almost feel sad. I almost feel sad they didn't think of me because they have never once given me any money for any review. They've never even offered it. The only money that I've ever made out of Olight reviews are from affiliate links, and that is the affiliate link I'm going to put down below because I like it, because it's going to save you 10% off anything you ever want, my subscribers, and it's not going to make me that much money, and the money it does make me is just going to go right back in the channel to buy more guns and ammunition for you guys to see. Everything that I make on Honest Outlaw Reviews either goes to charity or it goes right back into the channel. I take no money from this, so I wanted to put that out ahead of time. I like these lights, and that's why I'm supporting them. The only companies that I've ever supported on this entire channel is BN Hunting, Ammo.com, and these guys. And the reason why I've done that is because those are companies that I like and I've vetted through testing. Personally, me. Not just read it on the internet, but just me. Those are companies that I've had great experiences with. They sell ammunition and guns and flashlights for cheap prices, and they don't fuck their customers over. And that is why I think they're good brands. I mean, if you look at any average gun channel that has 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000 subscribers, they have more companies that they support than I do, and I have 200,000. And that's because I just don't get into business with anybody that I'm not absolutely sure. And so far, Olight has been really good to me, and they've been really good to my customers. Every review that I've ever done for Olight, I've never heard this light sucked, and I tried to send it back, and they wouldn't do this and that. And if I had heard that, maybe I would be a little bit more suspicious. On the other side of that, Iraq veteran, even if he is getting paid money, he can do what he wants. If he tells people that he's getting paid money and he's doing an ad for those people, I don't see a real problem with that as long as you're not being deceitful. I honestly, he's one of the only gun channels I don't watch that much, and that's not because I don't like the guy. It's just because I'm just not really interested in the burn downs and stuff. I'm interested in specs, and I'm interested in people like the Military Arms channel, who really tries stuff out, I guess, and just channels that I was used to from over the years. I've just never been into Iraq Veterans channel. So if he's telling people that he's getting paid and he's doing ads, I don't see a problem with that. It's not like those companies can buy ad space on actual TV in the first place. If he's not doing that, well, then I definitely see a problem with that, because there's a big conflict of interest if you're getting paid a large sum of money and supposedly doing an unbiased review. And that's why I don't take money for reviews, because, man, that would be a tough spot to sit in. Imagine if a company paid you 20 grand to say good things about your product, and you're supposed to be reviewing them for people that might get killed using them. You know, that's not a situation I personally would want to be in. Luckily enough, I actually own another company, which is the way I pay my bills. And I do these reviews basically to shoot fun guns and interact with the community, have a good time, and hopefully save people some money on products that I purchased in my life that sucked in the past. You know, for example, I started my channel because I trusted certain gear reviewers, you know, not to name any names, James Yeager, and I bought a bunch of products that he suggested, and they were all shit. And I was like, I hope at least there's one person out there who can say how they feel about products. And I want that to be me, but I also want to save you guys money. And I also want to get free products for review if they're good. If they're not good, then I'll say they're not good, whether they're free or not. I think they're good products. If you have different opinions, let me know. But so far, they get my stamp of approval. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later. I love this thing. Makes me feel like I'm in a fucking action movie.
This is almost too bright on it. Bomb diggity.
What do you think? Should I stick my tongue on it?
That would probably be a really bad idea.